Hey, it's Dr. Daniel Moses here. I'm just currently here in Anthony's project, and as you may have noticed during one of the videos, I had Joseph on the background, and we're just currently here just basically seeing what's happening on day number 1, the beginning of Anthony's project here in Bromley and Hastings Road. And Joseph is actually tagged along today with myself to come and see what's happening because Joseph too will be starting his project pretty soon. So one of the things we do here at Property Wealth Education is to kind of support, one another, is to also kind of learn from one another's projects as well. So on this particular day, Joseph has come all the way from Coventry to come and see what day 1 looks like on a property project. So Joseph, I'm going to ask you, to introduce yourself, your property journey, and what has actually made you to come down to Anthony's project today on Hastings Road.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Daniel. So, hi guys, my name is Joseph Daniels and I'm the Managing Director of Pinel Homes. I have been on Daniel's mentorship for 12 months. I've now also transitioned now into doing the BRR, so I'll be starting my project very, very soon, as Daniel mentioned. One of the things that made me come here today was to find out what it takes to start a project and what it looks like before the project gets started. And one of the things that I like about the mentorship, having a mentorship with Daniel, is that he's not only theoretical but he's also practical as well. Like today, I'm out today looking on site, looking at someone else's project, one of Daniel's mentees, coming out to look at maybe some of the mistakes that I also need to kind of be aware of, so that I don't make the same mistakes in my projects, and also some of the the good things, some of the advantages, success points which I'll be taking into my project so that my project's successful.
Yeah, great, Joseph. So you mentioned, right, you said you transitioned, so that means you have been doing something before. So yeah. What is it you've been doing before you transitioned into BRR?
That's right. Yeah, so I'm actually I transitioned from doing rent to rent. So I actually have a successful rent-to-rent portfolio at the moment that's based in Coventry. So I was on Daniel's mentorship for 6 months just after the boot camp, and I had that mentorship for 6 months. It was successful, and I got secured my rent-to-rents in Coventry.
Okay, so you're now looking into buying your property.
Yes.
You know what? My journey actually started from rent to rent. Obviously, everybody know that.
Yeah.
So when I started, I didn't have no money.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what property strategies are out there, but obviously I started anyway with deal sourcing and rent to rent. But obviously the last 24 months I've acquired so many properties, and I mean, one of the biggest things that gives me so much joy, because I started just like you, I've been in the game for 6 years, and a lot has happened. And I think within the wealth community as well, so we're doing about 4 or 5 projects a year. So that's combined, my personal project and our mentees project. A couple of days from now as well, I'm going to be going to see Anthony Howell, because we have 2 Anthonys. This is Anthony Dallow's project, and Anthony Howell's project we're going to be going to look at. So Joseph, very quickly, what are the key points of what you've seen in this project so far? So when we talk about buy, refurbish, finance, I know you've been to some of my other projects. You haven't actually seen them when the whole thing is being gutted. So day number 1 today, when we go inside that property, you can see the ceilings already being gutted down. In a couple of days' time, we're going to be stripping the walls, removing the bathrooms, basically stripping the whole thing really bare. So what are your takeaways so far? Just going through the site at the moment, just kind of looking at as it looks like, and seeing the work being done gradually today.
Yeah, I think one of my takeaways is that the building can actually convert into what you've set out for it to be. One of the things that I think the plan is that it's a 2-bed property. It's going to be converted into a 6-bed property. I think one of the things that I've actually noticed as well is the space. There's actually the space to actually extend the rooms to create what you want it to create, to add more rooms, to add more value, and that's where the money is.
I mean, if you spin the camera to the top, you can see all the way from that back all the way to this point is going to be a double-story conversion. All right, we're going to be going all the way into the loft as well and creating a brand new loft space. For me, that's just an absolute way to really transform small thing into a really larger property, and the market has been very, very stable. So yes, I just thought I'd bring you around today. So what would you say to anyone looking to really get involved, get started in property? I know you're not the owner of the property, but you being able to see, I think you and Anthony was actually on the same boot camp, and you guys transitioned as well at the same time into the BRR strategy. Although he said, you know what, rent to rent is not for me. I want to just buy properties because I want to very quickly own assets. So just seeing someone who was on the same boot camp as you, bought his own property now, is about to start the work. So what would you say to anyone right now looking to say, you know what, I've watched this video, I want to be mentored by Daniel, and I want to be part of the community. I want to meet Joseph as well, your deal source as well. So what would you say, you know, is property worth education? Do we do what we say we're going to do? Do we really hold people's hands?
I mean, you definitely do. What I would like to say to anyone watching right now is that get yourself educated. Get yourself educated with property wealth education, because they actually say what they're going to do and they do what they're going to do. For example, Daniel's taking me to many of his projects. He actually has a row of properties in a particular place in Bromley that he owns, and I've been to I would say 3 of the properties so far. I know there's more, but yeah, you need to get yourself around people that are doing it. For example, Daniel himself, he's doing it, and you also need to get yourself educated. Education is very, very key. Daniel has an education company, so you need to get involved in that. You need to plug up, you need to sign up. Don't think about the money, guys, because the money is just an investment. It's not money that you're going to throw away. And another thing, and the final thing I'd like to say, is that you need to take massive action. Daniel here is a massive action taker, and that rubs off on me. So when you're around someone who takes massive action, it'll rub off on you automatically. So get yourself educated, take massive action, guys.
Guys, you heard it from Joseph Daniels. This guy is doing an amazing thing, and he's also become a speaker now here at Property Wealth Education, so where he's also helping inspire so many other people who are at the beginning of their journey. And not just that, Joseph is also a deal sourcer. So if you're looking to source deals, rent-to-rent deals in England, anywhere in England, I know he specializes in Coventry and London, but I'm sure he's able to provide deals for you, whether you're in Scotland, whether you're in Manchester, wherever you are. Okay, so guys, just a quick video here just to kind of show you what we do to inspire, because in property you need inspiration, you need motivation. So every single now and then we inspire our students to see what other students are doing physically, not theoretically, so that you too can go and take actions. So we're looking forward to see you on the next video. See you soon. Take care.